How's everybody doing? Welcome to episode 1 of American Truck Sim. We have started up our very own trucking company out of Denver, Colorado. It is called Modracer Logistics, and for the first job we have got a nice little simple one. It's only pretty much around the corner. They could just about walk it there. Tiny little bubby trailer of, I don't even remember what have we got? Used packaging going around the corner. We're using this beautiful looking Mac, so let's jump in the driver's seat and we'll start her up. Lovely, she sounds good. So I do in fact have a proper shifter set up as well, but it's been a long time since I've played, so you're going to have to forgive how badly I'm going to be driving these trucks. So first thing, let's pull out of this initial parking bay and we'll get a move on. I'm going to play for a little bit with the little cheaty mirror on the right hand side, and I'm going to at times have to pull the one up on the other side as well, just so I can reverse. I've got a lot of controls set up and assigned. It looks like we are pretty right to go, so let's do it to it on the highway. Well, not really the highway, we're on the road. Seeing as it's such a light little trailer, I can skip going into the high range gears for each one, so pull up here and we gotta wait for a train to start off the episode. Lovely jubbly. Oh, missed the shift there badly. Alright. I did have a density mod turned on that I was playing just testing stuff, and it made the traffic in Denver absolutely insane to the point you couldn't drive around sometimes, so I did have to turn that off, unfortunately. Alright, are we going to get the green light or is it going to be the other guys? It's the other guys. Alright, we'll just wait for this light to go green. Alright, so we've got the green light now. Slowly take off. We've got a green arrow, so we should be able to go right around this corner. Swinging nice and wide. Oh, did not need to go that wide, but we did anyway. To the point where I think I want to be in the other lane. Alright. And I think we're turning left right here anyway, so... No, I was on the wrong side of the road then. What an idiot. Try and tell the foreigner trying to learn how to drive. Right. We are looking like we're pretty right to cross the road. Oh, pulled the handbrake because I'm an idiot. Look forwards, dumbass. Alright, so, like I say, first trip. Gonna make some mistakes. I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes and you're gonna laugh at me, but that's half the fun. We've got a little checkpoint to go through here, so we'll just nose up and take this middle boom gate. Alright. Work our way through here nice and slowly. Right, and they're waving us through now, so we'll cruise on through. And I'll have to go and find the office and find out where they actually want this gear. Where's the office located at this place? Ah, there it is. Right. We'll just swing a nice and wide around here. That might be a little too wide. I mean, it is only a bubby little trailer. Alright, I'll pop in here and I'll see where they want us. Right, so they said just in between a couple of trailers, just over there between, oh, I was going to say the two white ones, but they're just about all white, so pull the handbrake off, let's get her swung around that way. Alright. It's one of the fairly early ones? Yeah, second bay. Right, let's... Everyone ready to laugh at me, not knowing how to reverse properly. It's not the best lineup, but might work for us. Right, let's get this chucked in. Reverse. I remember how to swing a trailer here. I'm feeling I've gone way too wide. And I'm not going to be able to catch that one, so first attempt, fail. Straighten her up just a little bit so I can see where I'm going. Lovely. Oh, not a bad run up. Let's get it swung around. Of course, rule number 1, reversing off your mirrors. Right. Should be able to get this in second go, which, having not done it for such a long time, definitely be happy with that. Alright, lovely jubbly. Pull the handbrake on, and seeing as it's not my truck, I'm gonna switch her off, go into the office, and we'll see what's next on the list. I'll get her unhooked. Lovely jubbly. 93 experience. Sweet. Alrighty, so now we've got a little cutscene. This is your headquarters. It's a pretty basic garage. It may not be much, but it's a start. Unfortunately, you haven't got anything to park there yet, so there are no trucks in sight. Once you've earned enough money and bought a truck, you will be able to move the world freely on your own business from here. Good luck. Alright, so as hinted on, we don't own a truck yet, so we're going to have to go to the local job market and see if anybody's got anything they need done. We're based out of Denver. I like having mine set up price per distance, so what have we got? We've got either $3,400 for some NASCAR race team equipment. That's a pretty good one, to be honest. What are we driving there? A Mack CHU 613. Not bad. Or, ooh. How big's that? That's a heavy one as well. That's 60,000 pounds. Or let's start off a little bit easier. We'll take the NASCAR team equipment. Alright, so we've walked up to the truck. They've got it all hooked up ready for us. Who are we towing for? I don't actually know. I'm not a big NASCAR guy, but we'll jump up in the cab and get everything set up. Alright, so we're up in the cab. We'll get the old Mac kicked in the guts. Oh, she sounds alright. Alright, no worries. I think we're looking pretty alright for everything. Let's chuck her in first and we'll get the truck out of here. This is actually the same yard that we just started at, so conveniently we know our way out of here. Oh, and I touched the car there. Wow, that was the tiniest little graze. Alright, need to swing a bit further and keep a better eye on my mirrors. Have we got any traffic coming? We do indeed, so we'll stop right here. Clear up that Camaro, yes we are. Oh, and I got a new mail. That nice and wide so not to hit the bollard. Lovely jubbly. We're going to be going back up to the same intersection that we were stuck at for a little bit last time. It is green, no it is red now. Alright. I'm going to have to play with the sounds and things a little bit because it feels like it's a bit loud in my ears right now, so I'll do that between episodes, I think. But for now, we get to wait for this red light. Alright, so we've got the green light now. Come on. Just about. This truck's feeling a little bit gutless. Almost feel like I need the bog cog in it. But speed limit 30. She sounds good though. Alrighty, cruising along here. Hopefully not get stuck behind another train, because that would not be fun. Alright, and when I was just going through testing stuff out to find out if this is where I wanted my home base, I did cop a fine almost instantly because there's some traffic lights right here. Oh, but we got the green. Lovely. Is it going to stay green along here for me? Oh, I need to be in this lane. Oh, this is ugly. Oh, that was not pretty, and I want to be in this lane. Oh my god, I don't know what lanes to be in. Alright, let's just block off all of the lanes possible. Alright, and we've got the green, so we're popping up onto the highway. Lovely. So the taco is not in what I would call the best of places. And I want to stay in this lane. Alright, and we'll be cruising down on this lovely looking highway. We got 86 miles to go. My main reason for picking Colorado as a starting point is I don't have all of the DLC. I was thinking about going Texas, but after seeing some pictures from the Colorado DLC, I just thought this is where I have to be to start off with. Everything I've heard, Colorado's a gorgeous state, so it's all about being somewhere that looks pretty. Alright, I can see my bonnet mirror that I can move across. Alright, 5th, yep. Alright, so good news is I have got my shifter all set up properly. So I have got a, honestly it was an eBay version, but one of the range and splitter shifters. And this is the first time I'm using it, so just having it set up nicely. It's got a Jake button on it as well, so I can do that when I need to. But yeah, I've always been a driving sim kind of guy, the more laid back, so the trucking sim side of things. I have so much fun playing these games. Oh, we're speeding a little bit. And I think I've got a cruise control in this thing as well. So I'm assuming the speed limit's 55, because I didn't see. Yeah, 55 mile an hour. Set the cruise, and we will just cruise along. So yeah, this is a series that's going to take over from Drive Beyond Horizons, just as a more chilled, laid-back, hang-out kind of game. Probably going to be hour to hour and a half episodes, depending on the loads, depending on what I'm doing. Right lane must turn, so I think I want to be across one. Oh, almost crashed into somebody. Okay, so I'm need to be paying more attention. Almost sideswiped somebody. Alright. So we'll just wait for the green light here, and then we'll jump back onto the highway, and I will pay a bit more attention rather than waffling. Is that guy all on a train? I think he's all on a train, or a loco. Alright. Alright, so we're going to drop back down onto the highway, pay a bit more attention. limit of 75, so we will cruise up to that. Yeah, like I was saying, replacing Drive Beyond Horizons, hour to hour and a half episodes. Just a more chill, hang out kind of feel to them. I quite like having one of them a week because it's just nice. And yeah, definitely looks good, Colorado. Alright, so apparently we're in top gear as we are, so what's that, 13 speed? And we can stay in this lane because it's not going to kick us out. Oh, and we are speeding 65 mile an hour through here. Set the cruise again. We'll cruise along. Alright, so I can see on my map that our exit is coming up. It's looking a little bit odd, but we'll have to see what we do. Falling off a little bit. Low range, there we go. Yeah, just getting used to this truck and where to shift it and all that fun stuff. There we go. I'm getting my range and splitter mixed up. What I am going to do, just for now, is I'm going to chuck that other mirror up as well. I feel like I might need it a little bit. I'm trying to use the bonnet mirrors, but it's not working as good as I thought it would, so... I'm going to move over into the other lane, seeing as I'm ahead. And we got a limit change down to 45. Feel like I might need to go back down into the other gear ratios, but we'll just cruise on through at this. Oh no, we got a good amount of RPM. And we are pulling up into Colorado Springs. New town for us. Whoop, too much brakes. Whoop, almost stalled her. Alright, pull up behind this car, and oh, we're good to go. Yeah, she honestly feels like she's, I'm not going to say lacking torque, but needs a little bit of help low down. Like on the off-ramp that I had to go up, I did start out in like absolute bog gear. Whoop. Money shifted it. Ah, that wasn't third, that was first. It's okay, it's not my truck. Like I say, I haven't played this for a good while, so it's going to take me a little bit to remember what I'm doing. Yep, you are. Right, we're going next. Alrighty. God, you're blasting around that corner, my dude. Right, so the drop-off is just up ahead. Must be for some promo or something to sell goods. Alright, just get this in here off the road and I'll go and ask where they want it. Alright, so they've asked me to put it in that first bay right there, so let's see how I go. Pull the handbrake back off. bog. So in that first bay there is where they want it. Alright. Let's just use as much space as we can possibly grab. And we'll chuck her in reverse. We want to swing. Oh yeah, she's long. How we get on out there? Oh yeah, it's starting to line up, so... Oh, nope. Turn the right way, dumbass. Got another trailer right there, so... This is gonna be ugly, to put it lightly. Alright, how are we looking out here? It's gone too far, but nothing that we can't save. This is not going to be the prettiest backing up job you're ever going to see. See if we can straighten her out. Gonna try and move her across just a little bit. Actually, this hasn't worked out too terrible, if you ask me. Where is the markers? Alright. Let's just keep her swinging this way a little bit. I'm gonna have to straighten up once more just to be sure. There we go. Alright. Let's chase her in now. That handle's in a hell of a spot. Oh, it might be merch or something they got in this trailer actually. That makes sense as to why it's been loaded into a general store type dealio. Let's just move her across on the dock just a little bit. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to move over a lot more than that. Damn it. Alright. This is always going to be the bit that it took me a long time to get used to again. Alright, last try. Not because I'm going to give up after this one, but because I'm making it this time. Needs to come across. Now we chase it back around. I'm sorry if you're an actual truck driver and this is hurting you to watch. I am not. I am looking into doing it shortly, but not yet. There we go. First try. Pull the handbrake on, shut her down, and we'll disconnect it and we will head in and get paid. Alright, 92-mile drive, not bad. 189 experience. We have leveled up to level 2. Alright, so that means that we can unlock some of the upgrades. I always go to some of the hazardous cargo first. I generally go class 3 first, and I think I'm going to do that again. Is that the one? Yep, class 3. Right, so we unlocked some upgrades and some other stuff, but we had some mail. So let's have a look and see what that was. Got brand new trucks for sale. Nice. More trucks for sale and something from the bank. We thought you might like to know we offer favourable loans to new businesses. Alright, let's go to the bank. How much are they willing to give us? They're willing to give us 100 grand. I don't know that I need 100 grand at this point in time, but I would like to try and get one for 50, so just to get us on our feet to begin with. So let's get a $50,000 loan and we'll see what we can do with that. Alright, so we're gonna go and have a look at the used truck market to begin with. We can get a 9.0 straight off the bat for 53, so we could actually afford that. Or we can get a K100. I do like the old K100s, they're a cool little truck. What else have we got? Well, for 71 there's an R600 or a Superliner. W900. Yeah, we're getting a bit out of my price range. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'm thinking... Does it say anything about it? So it's a 13 speed, 370 horse. What's the 9.0 got? 485 with an 18 speed. I mean, that is, by all accounts, the better truck. But it's not a K100. It's got a bit more damage to it. Yeah, it's got chassis damage, so I'm going to go with the K100. Purchase. We'll get that delivered to our Denver warehouse. Thank you for your purchase. We'll deliver your newly bought truck to your garage in Denver immediately. Awesome. There we go, guys. We have got our first truck. We are Kenworth buddies. So what we can do now is we can go to the regular freight market. And we'll see what we've got out of Denver. We've got a decently heavy one of roof shingles. That's a double. I don't think I want to do doubles yet. Chunk of a wind turbine. That could be fun. It's only paying $1,000 though. But it's not very far. We've got a fairly heavy one to Steamboat Springs. So what we'll do is we'll go and grab that one of paper. We should be able to make it there in time. Right. Look at our gorgeous cab over Kenworth. Alright, let's get her booted up. Oh, she sounds good too. Room first. Handbrake off. We are bobtail at the moment, so just get it backed up and out the front door of the yard, the front gate of the yard. I think I read that it's a 13 speed, so that will do us for now. Alrighty. See how easily we're going to be able to pull out of our yard here. Got a couple of vehicles coming. That's a good thing about the cab over, is you get really close to the intersection so you can see a long way. We want to be in the left lane, so lovely, lovely. We want to be turning right here, or left here. Follow that pickup round the bend. And we'll be taking another left here. We can get real close to these guys too. Definitely happy with this K100. We'll see how it goes with its first load, but I don't see there being any dramas with it. Got the green light. Driving bobtail's always a lot easier because you don't have to worry about any weight, obviously. What is this? I'm assuming I'm right to go. I can't actually see. That's odd. Alright, so we've got our pickup is just in the yard right here. This is where we delivered the very first load to. So let's head through the in-hole. Oh, that's a rough bump. Hey, I've got a new email. I'll check that after this run. Whoop, stalled it. Alright, let's creep up to this next gate. They're going to open it up for me. Lovely. Alright, and we're going to be chucking a right, and we'll pop into the office and we'll find out where our big load of paper is. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so I went in there to ask about the paper. Apparently somebody had already picked that one up, but they do have, going to the same place, a slightly heavier load of insulation panels. But it's going to the same place, and they said it's going to pay a little more, so look up to that one. It's just this one right here. They've brought it out and around for me, so now you get to watch me try and back up onto a trailer. Alright. See how we go with this. Backing onto a trailer is generally not the most difficult thing in the world. Just nice and gently. Not really super straight onto the load, but we'll swing her in and hook up. Lovely. Alright. Now we've got to try and turn around. Alright. Another advantage to the cab over is the turning circle. Let's just get her spun around, and we'll be able to pull on out of this place. We've got a couple of big bumpity bumps. Which way is out? It's out. No, yeah, it's out this one. Alright. So yeah, I read the manifest and I'm pretty sure it said it's about 40,000 pounds worth, so not a stupidly heavy load, but heavy enough to give her a bit of a test run. Being a new to me truck. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of Australian truckers just disowned me by picking a K100 over a 9.0, but I don't know, I prefer the older trucks personally. I say that now, but I'm not a driver, so... God, yeah, she's bogging. Gonna let me out? Lovely. Alright, so we're gonna go straight across the road here. I think it's only one-way traffic, so that it is. Lovely. Be able to sneak across straight away. And we'll be chucking a left here. We've got a van coming. And it's a stop, so... Come on. Right, swinging nice and wide. Gonna drive past the office again. And I'm going to think about this and pull into the other lane straight away. Don't think that's going to stay green for me. It is. Is the other one going to stay green for me? No, it isn't. We want to be turning left here. Not sure how much I like having... Oh, I can't see where the lights are. I'm just going to poke my head out the window so I can see when the lights go green. I'm not sure if I like having my jackbrake button on the gear selector or what. Okay, so we've got a green light now. Put my head back in the window. Did I swing that wide enough? Yes. We got another red light coming up here. Alright. Yeah, so I got the Jake on the selector. I'm not sure. Oh, look, you can see where the light is. Let's off we go. She definitely struggles a little bit down low. That's alright. She's our truck, so that's all good. We're going to move across straight away as soon as we can. We are trucking in our own truck. Yeah, this is why I wanted the traffic density mod on, because it is a ghost town out here, but it made driving through Denver almost impossible. I might turn it back on because I don't know how often we're going to have to get to the intersection where it was making it so difficult. Alright, so up into, what's that, 5th low. That'll be, for people that don't know, about 12th gear. Load might be right on the cusp of where this truck is happy as well, so see if we can get it into 5th. Oh, we're speeding a little bit. It's a 55 zone. That feels a little bit fast if I'm honest. Yeah, look at this backdrop. This is why I chose Colorado. We're just gonna stay in our lane. Try to anyway. We're all over the damn place. Down a gear. Yeah, poor old Kenny's not liking this gradual little climb that we've got going on. Alright. Yeah, this is such a good looking area of the map. If I was touring the States, I think I'd spend a lot of time in Colorado just for how good it looks. We got somebody who's struggling on apparently a little bit more than me up ahead. Looks like he's got a prefab or something on board. That's right, I'm not going to slow down traffic at all. There we go, now we've got actual good amount of traffic behind us. You can go, buddy. Very happy with the Kenworth though. So far anyway. Nothing's getting hot. It's not doing anything it shouldn't do. This guy is running a little bit slower than me, but it's fine because I'm turning here anyway. Got a sharp bend coming up ahead, so I'm definitely going to have to hit the brakes for that one. Might not be super sharp, but still a little bit sharp not to slow down for. Oh, that's a stop. Whoa. That seems a bit like a trap. Alright, so we're good. Put it down in bog. So the other thing I need to remember to do is set it up so that the brakes are a bit more simmy, because I really don't think a truck, or an old Kenworth, would have stopped in that amount of distance. Alright. Up through the gorgeous wooded area into the National Forest. Lovely. But yeah, so the question that I ask every episode, how's everybody's week been? If you all saw the end of the Drive Beyond Horizons episode, unfortunately we had to say goodbye to one of the family pets, my partner's tortoiseshell cat Checkers. Just many health complications, and it was the only real option that we were left with, so that wasn't the greatest, but it was better than her being in pain or uncomfortable all the time, so yeah, wasn't the best of weeks last week, but we're past it by a week now, so we're slowly getting better. Alright, this is one heck of an ascent. And I'm just looking at the map and we've got a lot of switchbacks. Right, I'm going to take up both of these lanes. Oh, I don't need to, so that's okay. Ah, yeah. Alright. Yeah, this is awesome. Exactly why I picked Colorado for this. Because I had a little bit of a look through a couple of Facebook pages and a couple of different posts and things, and just came back looking this good, and I couldn't not. The other thing that we're going to have to do is we have got a logbook to worry about. We don't have to fill it out or anything, but we do have to sleep at a certain amount of time, so need to work that out. Hopefully do it in between loads so that we're not possibly being late, but when we get a bit further into it, we'll have long loads that'll take a couple of hours to do, so we'll definitely have to have a snooze in between, but we're pretty good for now, so it's telling me I want to get over one lane, so I'm going to move over across now, seeing as there's nobody. There is a rest stop here, but I don't need to rest yet. Oh god, I'm speeding. 45 zone. That Jake sounds awesome on this thing. Move back across. Oh, look at this. This is going to be nice. Yeah, the other thing being an owner now is I'm going to have to worry about fuel consumption. Other thing that they've added is like random events, so you'll have parts of the highways shut down and all sorts of fun stuff, so dare say we probably want to start using a bit of the engine braking coming down this hill. Lovely, that sounds so good. Ooh. Alright. Might have been a bit slow for a lot of people, but it's about the speed that I felt comfortable doing around that. That was cool. So yeah, I don't know if I've got a goal in this or not, or if it's just going to be the simple goal of drive truck, have fun, which is a perfectly valid goal to have. We are speeding again. I'm gonna have to play with my graphic settings though, because my mirrors are just gone all kinds of janky. Engine brakes. This feels still a little bit fast for my liking. Come on. Ooh. That was a little bit fast still, but we didn't die, so definitely need to pump my concentration up a bit while driving these things. Alrighty, I'm not sure what the speed limit is now, but it's definitely bumped up from 45, so it might be 50. Might also be 55. But look how good this place looks. Yeah, and this is why I chose Colorado. Yeah, so the speed limit through here is 55. So we'll set the cruise for a little bit anyway. It's looking like a little bit of a jank corner coming up. Alright, we're back down to 45, so... Oh, no, and we're back up to 55 again. That's a bit of a trap. Drop down to 45 and then straight back up to 55. We'll get her wound open again. I was just about to change down a gear, but that's fine if we're doing 55 again. I'll set the cruise. Speed limit 50. Yeah, speed limit of 50. We're getting back down to some fairly flat land, which is good. Be able to make a good amount of headway, I think. And we're starting to drop RPM a little bit. No, we're good still. I'm feeling the rumble strips though, that's pretty cool. Just don't go to sleepy rumble strips on the side of the road. Alright, back up to 50. Got a recommendation of 45, but we're gonna have to go down to 4th here, or 4 high. Definitely not the prettiest drive you'll ever see. If you want to be seeing an expert driver, you have come to the wrong channel. Definitely going to play with the graphics settings as well, because I have a feeling that I've got a lot of stuff turned down for when I had been playing it last time in my old computer. Notice some Steam games will save settings from older computers, so I'll go through and have a look at that just to try and make it look a little bit nicer. So far, so good with this Kenny. K100s were an awesome little truck. They're a big truck. K100 with, as I've always heard of them being referred to as the flying brick. Alright, we got a slow corner coming up here. Yeah, you can go up the inside, buddy. I'm just going to take it at my own pace. I'm sorry for slowing everybody down, but it looks like we're going back uphill. Definitely a good load to test this truck out with, I think. We're holding RPM, we're gaining ever so slightly, so I don't need to change up a gear. That bus doesn't know if it's coming around me or not. Starting to drop a bit of RPM because we have definitely got a bit of an uphill that we're going up. Hey, we're gaining some. Alright, I gave you plenty of time, Mr. Busman. Alright, but look how good this looks. The God rays through the trees. Slow down a little bit for this corner. Safe to say I am already enjoying playing this again. I'm glad I decided this was going to be the next one. I do like having a nice chill game that I can sit down and just play for an hour and just talk random crap. Whoop. Going a bit fast, so we're going to ride the engine brake a bit coming down the hill. Got a runaway there as well, that's cool. There's a speed limit of 55, but I definitely don't feel comfortable doing 55 down this. Just gonna keep riding that Jake as much as I need it. Right, and we are not far away from our destination. .45 through the town. We are in Steamboat Springs. Lovely jubbly. Assuming we've got a red light up ahead, so we'll start slowing down for that. Whoop, wrong gear. Alright, are we going to be going next, or have we got to wait for somebody else first? That's us. Provided I can get my truck moving. Sorry to everybody who was in this lane thinking it'd be faster. Yeah, definitely need to use the old bug cog in this one just to get her moving. I'm at 25 now. Ah, I forgot to turn my damn headlights on. Which button did I set for headlights? There we go. I did also just notice that when the cop sirens went past, the RAM in my computer started flashing red and blue. That's cool. Alright, so we are going to be turning off right here. When we get a green light. So we'll pull up here. Right, I have a feeling the other guy's going to be going first. Yep, and then we should be going in a second. Don't know why somebody's honking behind me. Can't go till I get a green light, guys. There we go. Ooh, that might have been a little bit too big of a swing. It's alright. Coming up to the delivery point just across the railway. Speeding just a smudging. Right, now where do we go? Pulling in right here, I guess. Oh, that's not a good pull-in spot. Right, let me just run in and I'll find out where they want it. Alright, so I just come out of the office. They said just pull her straight up over there, that'll be fine. Probably heard of my commotion back at the last place. Grab my mirrors back. Oh, there's a car parked right behind me. I mean, my fault, I'm parked on the road, so... They just want it pulled up straight up over here, so we'll go and sort that out right now. Alright, just double check this here. Yep, good, sweet, alright. Pull the handbrake and we will disconnect her. Lovely. Good chunk of money for that and 300 and something experience. Lovely, love to see it. Alright, and before we finish off, I just want to see how the old truck is. I can see that we've got a workshop over here, so I'm just going to see if they're a 24-hour workshop by chance. See if they'll take a look at it for me. Truck works. I mean, I can see some lights on, so I'll just run in there and see what they reckon. Alright, so I just went in there and they had a quick look over it. They checked the oil and everything for me and they reckon it's all good. Doesn't need anything. There's a bit of wear in the motor, but it's not bad. All in all, they said it was a really good buy for what I paid for it. The other thing they mentioned is that they do have one of my favourite motors. They've got an 8V92 in there with an 18 speed. I said, what's that going to cost me? They said it's going to be 28 grand, 28, 29 grand for the pair of them. But they'll also give me 17 as a, they'll give me 17 grand for what I've got. I can't afford it yet, but I definitely said I'm interested in that because it's a TA, so twin turbo, turbo and supercharged, and it should have 430 odd horsepower, so I definitely have to keep that in mind. They said if need be they can ship it to another workshop for me, but there might be a bit of extra cost on it, but that's fine. So, something to think about. Do we want a two-stroke? That'll be awesome fun. However, that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you all for watching. As usual, hints, tips and tricks are always greatly appreciated. Until next time, be good or be good at it, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.